Hey guys, hope you're doing good. It's about 6 now. But anyway, I figured I'd do a quick intro video. We'll be in one truck today. Really hoping James shows up. He said he did. And like I said yesterday, I talked to him about making sure that he showed up tomorrow or today because Hunter could work. So hopefully he'll be at the gas station. I'm gonna text him here in a minute just to make sure, because I told Hunter that James doesn't show up, I'll let him know and he can end up working. So yeah, I'll have to let him know so he can get ready and that kind of thing and meet up with us. But anyway, y'all, yeah, I appreciate the comments yesterday, guys. Doc, yeah, I'm praying for you, man. Hey, listen, this is a struggle out here. I mean, as far as having a good attitude and all that, I know it's getting hot and, you know, you hear about burnout, that kind of thing. But my thing is, guys, is these months, June, July, and August, hey, you just got to bear down and embrace the grind, so to speak. So yeah, y'all, hope you're doing that. And I know the attitude, like you're talking about, Doc, I mean, I know it can be hard to have a good attitude and that kind of thing and not get upset with people. And it's something we can all get better at and do a better job of. So yeah, even me, I mean, we're all human. So yeah, it happens. But yeah, let's just do a good job of just embracing these 3 months and just try to each day, you know, wake up, you know, anew and have a good attitude about life and about, you know, the job that we do, that kind of thing, guys. So yeah, that's something I try to remind myself of, and just how blessed I am and thankful I am to have a good, you know, good life and a good job, good career, and make plenty of money for my family and that kind of thing, guys. But hey, listen, I want to do a video talking about weed eating first or mowing first. And honestly, guys, I mean, it's really dependent on a lot of factors. And when I mention this, yeah, I'm only mentioning this obviously because you can't do those things, or you can't necessarily weed eat first if you got guys working with you. I mean, I guess you can go around once guys weed eat if you got guys working and obviously clean the straw or the mulch that got slung out in the yard. So yeah, I guess technically it works out good there if you got guys working for you. But if you're working solo, and Eddie, let me know what you think, man, and Doc too, what y'all do, and based on my opinion on what I think you should do. I think a lot of it depends on your experience. You know, how experienced are you? You know, the yard type, that kind of thing. So yeah, I would say if your experience level when it comes to weed eating and really know what you're doing, I say you're obviously better off mowing first, unless you're just really good at weed eating. You know, how good are you at weed eating? Because ultimately you want the grass to kind of blend in, so to speak. You want the blend to look nice and smooth and neat and that kind of thing. So if you're not very experienced weed eating, it's gonna be hard for you to get that to happen in a lot of cases. But if you're very familiar with the yard, how familiar are you with the yard? I mean, is it a fairly new yard, or is it a yard you've been doing a long time? That kind of thing too, so that's a factor to consider. But ultimately, I think it comes down to your skill level when it comes to using the weed eater, that kind of thing, guys. So yeah, you want to make sure that everything blends in. You don't want to weed eat first and then mow and then see that you got all these other sections, you know, that you got to weed eat again because it doesn't blend in, it doesn't look smooth, that kind of thing, guys. So you got to consider that. Let's see here. Obviously, one advantage of mowing first is you can see all the areas that need to be weed eated, and you can make sure that you weed eat everything correctly and smoothly and that kind of thing. So yeah, got to consider that. I think that's important to consider. Definitely depends on the yard type. Like I said, I think if it's a weedy yard, you know, and the grass is tall, that kind of thing, if it's not very smooth, if the yard isn't very smooth, I definitely say to go ahead and mow first. You know, because frankly, they're not gonna, people that live in like in a rental house, if it's real weedy and, you know, they don't do treatments, that kind of thing, they're not gonna probably care as much about the yard looking perfect, that kind of thing. So I think you're better off just going ahead and mowing first, because even if you sling stuff back in the yard, you know, those types of people that really don't care as much, aren't as picky, they're not gonna care. You know, they don't mind it looking pristine, you know, that kind of thing. So I would say go ahead and better off mowing first in that situation. But if it's a nice yard, and say you got straw beds and mulch beds and you're solo at the time, that particular day, and you know what you're doing, like I said, I'd say, yeah, definitely go ahead and weed eat first. That way, if you sling that straw out or that mulch out, you can go around with a mower and get it up, clean the yard up, make it look really nice with the mower, get all that debris that got slung out from your weed eating, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's obviously something that I consider. And like I said, one thing too that I look at is, does a yard have holes in it, uneven places? Because honestly, guys, I like to kind of smooth out areas like that in case the mower dips, or there's an unlevel section of grass and you got to take your weed eater and kind of smooth it out where your mower didn't really mow it correctly, that kind of thing, guys. So that's something you got to consider too. But yeah, a lot of factors to consider for sure, guys. I think I explained quite a few of them that you need to think about when it comes to weed eating or mowing first, that kind of thing. I mean, for me, like I said, it's just totally dependent on the yard in most cases, in the property, and is the person picky or not, that kind of thing. Because honestly, guys, a lot of times, unless you got a really super smooth yard, like I said, chances are you're probably gonna have to take your weed eater and kind of smooth certain sections out where your mower didn't mow it correctly, if that makes sense. But yeah, y'all, you gotta consider that. But yeah, think of those things, guys. Hey, listen, I got a lot of things going on, and we'll get into those things. Making an offer today. I actually signed the e-forms last night and sent them in to my realtor, as far as making the conditional offer. Luckily, I have 60 days to look things over and do some research, all that kind of thing. A 60-day grace period before I officially hand the money over, so to speak, or pay for it. So that's good. We'll talk about more of that later, guys. I also had my main guy. Of course, I wasn't surprised by this, but yeah, told me something yesterday, and luckily, I mean, he'll be with me for the rest of the year, but we'll see how things go. I'm kind of skeptical, but we'll get into that later too, guys. But hey, listen, hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a great day yesterday, got a lot done. We'll talk more about the debate as far as weed eating versus mowing first, that kind of thing. And I'll get some good footage as well, guys. But hope you're having a great week, guys. Talk to you later. Hey guys, I just wanted to give y'all a quick update real quick. We're at our third place for today. James didn't show up, y'all. So yeah, like I said yesterday, I had it planned out. I already talked to the hunter and everything worked good because the property we started at was close to where Hunter lives. So yeah, he was able to meet us relatively quick after I let him know that James had called out sick. He claims he's sick, guys. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, he supposedly has a stomach issue where he'll just get up after sleeping overnight, and in the morning time he just doesn't feel good or gets sick for whatever reason. So I don't know what to believe, guys, but either way, I can't let him go until I find somebody else potentially. And he does a good job. I mean, he seems like a decent kid, but I mean, man, I can't keep dealing with him calling out, regardless of what the issue is, whether he's telling me the truth or not. If he's not here, it doesn't help me out none. It just makes things harder on me and a main guy. And so yeah, I'm dealing with that. Luckily Hunter's here and we're still on schedule. Again, things done, but he's gonna have to leave at 12. So yeah, I'm gonna have him work to 12 and then he'll go from there. But yeah, I'm dealing with that. Luckily, like I said, Hunter showed up, so that's good. So me and my main guy, it's been a long time coming, guys. I mean, I've been on the fence about letting him go for a while now, just because I got to deal with so many things with him, and like I said before, he's done really good. I made sure to let him know he's done really good this year. But so many attitude and personality and just delusion. And we hashed things out this morning, and frankly things got a little bit heated, to be honest with you. But we did hash things out, and we pretty much agreed that, you know, I would let him continue to pay him a really good salary. I'm not gonna tell you what I pay him, but I pay him really good. Frankly, it's more than what any other lawn care company would pay. So he's getting paid good, and frankly, if there was another business out there that he can make more money at, he would probably be there, or he would have tried to, even though his personality, it's hard for him to get along with people, that kind of thing. But yeah, y'all, I don't want to bash him, but either way, I'm considering this a blessing. I just hope everything goes good with him, and things are good between us through the end of the year. And come the end of the year, wintertime, I can get serious about finding somebody else to replace him, because I do need a guy that can drive a truck. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'll be looking for, somebody I can trust to do a good job and drive a truck, and frankly take me to the next level, because there's certain things that he just can't do, guys, just to be honest with you. So yeah, y'all, we had a pretty spirited conversation in the truck and got things hashed out, and frankly I called him on some contradictory statements he was making. I feel like I really did a good job of holding my own and calling him on some BS, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, y'all, there's a lot to the story, and frankly this was just confirmation from God that this year is his last year full time. He might be able to help me some part time, but he thinks he's gonna set the world on fire, apparently doing a partnership, guys, and a lawn care business. He thinks he's gonna, you know, end up with 100 yards right away from talking to him. So yeah, that's the kind of delusion I got to deal with, guys, in a partnership where he's gonna be splitting money. So yeah, y'all think that's gonna work out good? Yeah, who knows? We'll talk about that later, guys. Either way, I told him, I was like, look, dude, let's just make it through the year. I'm committed to you through the end of the year. And I did let him know that I'm gonna be really watching closely, because if he starts picking up some properties and it cuts into my schedule that I have paid him for throughout the day to get stuff done, then yeah, they're going to have some issues. So yeah, I'll be monitoring the situation very closely from here on out. If he starts getting some customers, which I mean, I hope he does well, but anyway, yeah, it is what it is. And we'll talk more about the whole situation later, guys. But yeah, hey, listen, this is a property, guys. It's a pretty big property. Frankly, obviously, it's a property you don't want to be doing solo anyway. But either way, it's the type of property you never want to weed eat first. Much better off going ahead and mowing it first, that way you can get a good outline to see what all needs to be weed eating, that kind of thing. So yeah, this is just an example of a yard, a property, and I could do this probably 3 hours with myself. Like I got two guys out here with me, so we'll get it knocked out. But yeah, this is an example of property that you definitely don't want to do. Definitely don't want to weed eat first. Okay, so yeah. And that's the main thing when it comes to weed eating, mowing first, is the property type. You just got to get good at identifying the properties that you can weed eat first on, that kind of thing. But this is one that you definitely want to go ahead and get an outline and mow first, you know, that kind of thing, guys. But anyway, hey, listen, hope y'all are having a good day, guys. Just thought I'd throw those things out there. Like I said, we'll talk about some of the things I mentioned later in some later videos. But yeah, hope you're having a good day. Talk to you later. Hey guys, good evening. It's about 6:30 right now. I just got home not too long ago, about 30 minutes ago actually. I've been loading up, doing 2 trucks tomorrow, so went ahead and got everything loaded up for tomorrow. Obviously I'm not holding my breath, but really hoping James will show up tomorrow. At this point, it's just a day-by-day thing. You just never know. So yeah, obviously guys had some employee drama issues today with James not showing up, and he did text me. He texted me, and like I said, I don't know what to believe at this point, guys. I mean, it could be either way at this point, guys. It really don't make a difference. He's not here to help, and it just puts more burden on me and my main guy. And luckily, like I said before, Hunter showed up, but he was only able to work half a day, just a few hours. He worked about 12, and I had to go from there. But yeah, so that was good. He helped us essentially get the 3 biggest properties done and 3 other yards. So yeah, that was good. So for him to help us out there and able to get some more big properties done, that kind of thing, make it easier on us. So yeah, and like I said before, guys, me and Justin had a little chat for sure, a pretty serious chat. Things just came to a head a little bit, guys, and we just had to hash it out. We've had a few of those in the past, and this one wasn't super heated, but it definitely was somewhat heated for sure. And honestly, I got my points across, and he, made a few things known as well, guys. And I'll be honest with you guys, I mean, I could go into more detail, but I'm going to practice what I preach and mention yesterday in the video with James 119. By the way, it is James 119. Talking about being slow to speak, quick to listen, slow to anger. I don't think I got the order right there, but yeah, I'm going to be slow to speak right here, guys, because I mean, honestly, me and Justin, has been a roller coaster over the years. He's been with me for quite some time now, and a lot of things. And buddy Steven knows a lot of the stories over the years, that things I've had to deal with and all that. And I'm going to give Justin credit, and I gave him credit today when we talked it out. He's had a really good year so far, so I'm proud of him for that. I am paying him really well, guys. I'm paying him really good salary, so he's making money regardless of whether it rains or not. $200+ a day, okay, guys. So 200 plus. Gets opportunities to make extra money on the weekends, so that kind of thing. So I'm paying him good, guys. He's definitely at the top of the pay rate, so to speak, as far as landscapers in my area. That kind of thing, guys. And like I said, he gets paid regardless of the weather, whether it's raining, holiday, that kind of thing. He's getting paid 5 days a week regardless, that kind of thing, guys. So yeah, I know he's getting paid good. But anyway, listen, guys, is what it is to this point. I've been waiting kind of for some confirmation today. Today was exactly what I needed as far as confirmation as to what I wanted to do with Justin at the end of the year. It's really confirmation from God, guys. I mean, you need certain instances, certain situations that happen in your life. You got to take it for what it is. I'm taking it as confirmation that it's time to move on. And he may help some part-time guys, but I'll be honest with you, it's probably going to be a situation where probably just need to move on completely. And frankly, I got to do a better job of, finding guys and using the various tools out there, specifically the tools on the internet to find employees and that kind of thing. Because I feel like if I put his salary that I'm paying him up on one of these websites, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, one of those websites, and I've actually looked into both of them, thought about signing up this year, but decided not to. I feel like I can find some good candidates, because I at least need a guy right now, the way I got things set up, that can drive a truck around at least twice a week. And frankly, I need somebody, that I can trust and depend on to do certain things I really can't depend on Justin to do, to be honest with you. So yeah, y'all, I mean, it is what it is at this point. We hashed it out, and feel like we got everything squared away as far as the rest of the year. And that's what I told him. I was like, look, dude, as long as you do right by me, I'm good with you staying on and paying you the good salary through the rest of the year. Because honestly, guys, he benefits in the winter, and when we got a lot of holidays and it's cold and rainy and all that kind of thing. And frankly, I'm benefiting now, when we're super busy and that kind of thing. He's probably better off being hourly, to be honest with you, but it's give and take. Like I said, it works well for him at times. It works good for me at times. That's just how it is when it comes to salary. We'll have to do a video about salary versus hourly and all that kind of thing, profit sharing sometime, and talk about that. But yeah, like I said, we got things squared away. I feel pretty good about things, but I told him that if he starts picking up business, and he claims he's picking up, or he's talking to potential customers, and by the way, it's going to be a partnership. I think I mentioned that before. Yeah, a partnership, you know, where he shares the profits, that kind of thing. And honestly, guys, I've actually been a part of a partnership early on, me and a buddy back in high school, and it lasted maybe 2 months. Yeah. So yeah, obviously, guys, I mean, I didn't really tell him exactly what I thought, because I feel like he really needs to live, and he needs to learn, and he needs to realize that, you know, I'm just not just making just hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars out here, you know, that kind of thing, which I think a lot of these guys that work for you tend to think that, guys. So yeah, we'll talk more in the future about some things, guys, that I think will be helpful when it comes to employees and that kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, we got things squared away. I feel like we're good to go through the end of the year at least, unless he just starts acting up and not doing right by me, so to speak, that kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully everything will work out, because I really need him, given the situation with what I'm dealing with now with you know, Hunter just being part-time, and not ever knowing if James is going to show up. Luckily, I got my brother who's actually available. I'm not sure how long, but he asked me about working tomorrow, so I may have my brother to get him to help me from time to time now throughout the summer months, that kind of thing, guys. So yeah, y'all, that situation, like I said, it's I could go on and on about it. I'll stop there. It is what it is at this point. Luckily, you know, we've kind of hashed things out, so we're good to go for the rest of the year, hopefully. But yeah, y'all be keeping me in your thoughts and prayers, guys, because yeah, it's not easy out here, y'all. It's not easy when you have employees and dealing with all the issues that may arise, guys, when it comes to employees. But anyway, it is what it is at this point. Want to talk about the whole, you know, weed eating first versus waiting to after you mow to weed eat, that kind of thing, guys. Like I said, it's really not that complicated. I really think it comes down to your experience level and how good are you at weed eating, that kind of thing, guys. And also, how familiar are you with your yards you're doing, that kind of thing. So if it's a yard that's very flat and doesn't have a lot of bumps and hills and all that kind of thing, I think it is okay to go ahead and weed eat first. But if you're not experienced, if you're not familiar with the property, that kind of thing, I think you're better off probably going ahead and weed eating last, or after you mow, so to speak, for solo. But anyway, y'all, yeah, hopefully that's helpful. I think it makes sense, and really it comes down to your experience level, guys. I mean, as you get more experience, you'll be able to figure it out when it comes to weed eating first or after you mow, that kind of thing, guys. It just comes down to experience in a lot of cases when you talk about that, guys. But anyway, y'all, hey, listen, I'm already getting a little long-winded here in the video as far as this clip. We're closing here. Hope you're having a great week, guys, and let me know in the comments some of the things I've talked about, guys. I didn't get a whole lot of footage, but I'll mix some in with the talk, that kind of thing. But hopefully it's helpful for you. And don't let me discourage y'all when it comes to employees, guys, because I know there are some great employees out there, and frankly, I got to get better at finding them, you know, and that kind of thing, and using the various sites to find employees. So that's what I'm planning to do at the end of the year, first of next year, because I've all but decided, yeah, he's gonna do what he's got to do. I'm gonna do what I got to do, guys. But anyway, guys, hey, listen, hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a great day today, made some money, and the weather is good where you're at. I'll talk to you later.